racing again here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. Tonight, the Northern Capital Truck Series. Round 8, of course, this week continues for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com, presented by MaxSpeedTV. How's everybody doing out there in the YouTube land? We've already got 9 watching out there here tonight. We got 1 like already. Of course, smash that like button if you're new here and enjoy the content. We do appreciate it. Myself, Joshua Medlock, going to be calling the action here tonight. We've got some stuff to go over and some stats to go over here tonight as well for a certain driver. But, of course, let's always get to the pre-race analytics first here this evening. That is going to be got a little bit of a wind out there at about 8-9 miles an hour. We're looking at an air temp of 66 degrees, a track temp of 69. Now, of course, a night race, track temp gonna be cool, so that is a good thing. And this is the new configuration of Texas, so turn 1 and 2 is gonna be, you know, that really difficult coming out of 2. But I've heard a little bit something about the truck out here tonight. We'll get more on that here in just a little bit as well. 133 laps here tonight, 199.5 miles. Now, they do get a total of 5 sets of tires. The set they start with for in the pits, a total of 5. Now, fuel somewhere, I've got it 32, 35. I'm more looking at about 30 to 37. Roughly, I guess, depending on how much the drivers are saving. But there, I've still got it there, 32 to 35 laps. Now, pit road, 45 miles an hour. I got a pace speed of 55 miles an hour here tonight. Same as what it was yesterday. But let's get, of course, down here to those point standings. Everybody is waiting to see coming into this afternoon. Now, we'll get more on William Hartman here in just a little bit, but he is up in the top spot at 291. And you see the little bit of a gap there between him and Curtis Vollmer. The top 3 are going to stay where they're at. Curtis there in second, 251.40 back behind the leader, William Hartman. Ruben Phelps also going to stay where he's at in third, 242. He is 9 back behind Curtis and 49 behind the leader. Alan Hilton up 3 spots into that 4th position at 236. 6 points behind Ruben, 55 behind the leader. Kyle Knapp Sr. down a spot, still in the top 5, 235, 1 point behind Alan, 56 behind the leader. Ed Morris up 5 positions from last week into 6th, 234, 1 point behind Kyle, 57 behind the leader. Jeremy Clifton down 2 into 7th, 232, 2 behind Ed and 59 behind the leader. Ryan Swan going to be down a position into 8th, 230. And he's 2 points behind Jeremy and 61 behind the leader. Rick Christensen up 2 positions into 9th, 229. 1 point behind Ryan and 62 behind the leader. Justin Lemke, almost called him Jeremy there. Justin Lemke is going to crack the top 10 in 10th, up 3 spots. 225. He is 4 behind Rick and 66 behind the leader. James Holzer is going to move down a spot into 11th, 224, 1 point behind Justin, 67 behind the leader. Now, right there on the cutoff line, still in it at the present time, is going to be down 6 positions. Chris Seidenfaden, 214, 10 points behind James and 77 behind the leader. Ted Pullen going to be up 3 spots into 13th on the outside looking in to get into the chase. He's at 212, 2 points behind Chris and 79 behind the leader. Now, Scott Minton's going to stay where he's at in 14th at 210, 2 points behind Ted, 81 behind the leader. Michael Larch down 6 spots as well. He is into 15th. He's at 207, 3 behind Scott and 84 behind the leader. Well, Russell LePage going to be down 2 positions into 16th and an even 200, 7 behind Michael, 91 behind William. Cody McFadden, 17th, going to stay where he's at, 196. He is 4 behind Russell, 95 behind William. Douglas Newbigging is going to move up 2 spots after last week at 18th, 168, 28 points behind Cody, and 123 behind the leader. Rob Griffin going to be down a spot into 19th, 154, 14 behind Douglas, 137 behind William. And Jeremy Rigney going to be down a spot as well. Still cracking the top 20 here. He's at 148. He's going to be 6 points behind Rob Griffin and 143 behind William. However, these drivers are back here from about 12th on back, still looking to get into, or about 13th on back, I should say, still looking to grab that top 12 after round 10 of the regular season. Of course, after tonight, there's going to only be 2 more races left in the regular season, so we are counting down. And right now, every single point matters, and you got to try your best to keep those points and not get into that bonus or that penalty a point factor, because you can get penalty points as well, and you know that will of course cut into getting up there into the top 12. So these drivers, they have got to keep going. I was talking to some of them. They're just about ready to say enough's enough. But hey, if you're up there and you're trying to fight it and get into it, stay with it, because you just don't know what's gonna happen, especially at a track like we're going to next week. And I believe that track is going to be one of my non-favorites, Iowa. More on that, of course, a little later as well. But these are the point standings coming into tonight. I do see Brendan Kennedy out there already. Glad to see you out there, Brendan. Still got 9 watching, 2 likes, but we are going to go ahead and step away here, folks, and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. So don't go anywhere, folks. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Those unaware much to say. Stand of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, Satan's that star spangled banner gave way for the land of the free. In the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we're back live here. Qualifying is underway here tonight. Before we get to the team points standings here tonight, I do want to make note, season 15 was the last time the trucks were at this track, and that would have been round 5 of the regular season. They had 6 cautions for 23 laps out of 130 laps that they ran there. So I think tonight we're going to not only see some awesome racing. I really don't foresee 6 cautions here by these drivers, but you know, if they stay in a pack, you know, we could see some issues for sure, but we will have to wait and see. Wallace Boyce up in the top spot right now, stealing it away from Ed Morris, and it looks like we do got a pick out there by Bob going for Mr. Boyce himself, but we've still got some drivers out here putting in a time. It looks like Kyle Knapp Sr. out here as well. Chaston Teets, Ruben Phelps, Chris Seidenfaden, Alan Hilton, Jeremy Clifton, Ryan Swan, and Pierce Maffitt out here. Now, Pierce might be, I don't know if he's a standby or if he is subbing for somebody here tonight. Now, I do know standby drivers cannot qualify, so he might be subbing for somebody. Douglas Newbigging up at the top spot now, stealing it away from Wallace Boyce. Now, one of the drivers I am not seeing, where is he at? Oh, there he is, Mr. Mr. 66% winning of the races this season, William Hartman. We'll get more on William here in just a bit, as I'm going to keep that on the kind of down low right now. But let's get here to the team points here, starting with the Truck Series. GT Motorsports, that is GT's team, up at the top spot, 549. Prime Time in second, 501. Sampson in third, 465. Jacob Bell Racing in fourth, 438. And JW Racing in fifth at 401. The overall team points, that's the team championship where it's decided. GT Motorsports up at the top spot there at 2881. Prime Time in second, 2752. Sampson in third, 2748. Jacob Bell Racing in fourth, 2416. And JW Racing, 2367 in that fifth position in the team points here. Now, of course, I do have the penalty chart here for tonight as well. So we will, of course, go over that as it needs to be. But William Hartman, he is just gonna miss his pole here tonight, as Douglas Newbigging is going to grab the pole out here tonight in that number 29 machine. Let's see here if we can get Douglas up here for his interview. Of course, we do have to find Douglas here tonight. So let's see where he is at There he is, way down there at JW Racing. Let's drag him up here real quick. Douglas, got a copy, bud.
Yippers, gotcha.
How did you do it grabbing the pole out here tonight at Texas? You kind of snuck one there on Mr. William Hartman. Stole it away from him.
Yeah, I was just trying to, they handle pretty much like the Cup cars almost, except you give them a little more gas. So obviously taking the All-Star pole when we did that race definitely gave me a lot of help for getting the pole with this race, so.
Well, you know, William tried his best to get up there and take that pole away from you, but he could not. Now, do you think being up front where you're at, in control of the start of the race, clean air, you ain't got nobody in front of you, do you think that's going to help the situation here tonight for 133 laps?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the clean air in this, especially this track, is all what's it about. So I'm hoping I could just take the lead, get on my lap sled, and come out here with a win tonight. Hopefully using the momentum from the pole.
Well, take the lead. You are going to be starting it in the lead here tonight. So you've already taken the lead. You just got to figure out a way to keep everybody behind you, right?
Yeah, it's the difficult part, but
that's the difficult part for sure. Well, what do you think's the big issue? I know from what I've understood here is that, you know, it's pretty much all gas, no brake here tonight. Do you think that's going to be the case in traffic?
It's iffy in traffic. I mean, the dirty air is a big factor. During practice, I was getting pretty loose. You get tight and then you get loose. It's so weird with this track. It's either or. It's, especially if someone gets up behind you, you just slide up loose. I mean, I don't know how it's really going to work, but if you get stuck in the back, I can almost guarantee you're going to wear your stuff out a lot faster than people out in clean air. So.
All righty, buddy. Well, we'll let you get back down to your team, man. Congratulations on the pole here tonight, and I do believe this is your first pole this season, so awesome job.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's get down there, bud. Good luck.
All righty.
All right, we're getting back down there to his team here, and not sure exactly. I guess he was moving. Yeah, I guess he was moving himself while I was moving him. So, good luck to Douglas. It looks like Pierce M is out there in chat here tonight, and he is a standby. So, yeah, you qualifying there, bud. That's going to be an EOL for you per the rules for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. So, man, yeah, tough break there, bud. You qualifying here tonight. Let me see where you're at. Of course, got a long list. That'd be the 041 fourth, man. That ain't bad at all, but ouch, that is gonna hurt having that EOL for sure there in your back pocket. But hey, starting in the back may not be a bad thing, Pierce, so just hang in there, bud. But let's go ahead and get to some more interviews here tonight. How about we go with let's go with the number 9 here this evening. That's gonna be Ryan Swan here. He's gonna be starting in that 16th spot. Let me see here if I can find Mr. Ryan Swan. There he is. Ryan, got a copy.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, looks like you're going to be starting 16th here tonight, bud. So you're going to be in a bit of some traffic here, kind of mid-pack. How comfortable are you at your duration of Texas, and what do you got to do to hang in there?
Well, I'm going to be quite honest with you. I hate this race ever since they reconfigured it. Haven't been fast all day, so not looking forward to it. Hopefully we can work our way up and get some spots and make something out of it.
Well, I'm hearing a lot about this track. I'm hearing a lot of people don't like the new configuration. So it seems like that's kind of a trend here. They've screwed up Texas in a way.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely did. We'd probably be better off going to the other Texas track down there in Coda. So I don't know. This is interesting. Mile and a half. I probably my least favorite.
Well, do you think tire wear going to be an issue here, or do you think it's going to be more of just survival? Because I'm hearing tire wear is not huge.
once we get used to the slickness and 1 and 2 on the first couple laps, I think everybody will be good. I don't think it'll be a survival race, so I think it's going to be tires and strategy. That'll probably be the main objective in this race here. So we'll have to see.
All righty, Ryan, we're going to let you get back to it, bud. Good luck out there, man.
Yep, appreciate it.
Yep, as always. All right, well, that is Ryan Swan. Let's see here. How about we go with, you know what? We'll go ahead and interview him. He's out there. Get the 9 out there. Get the 9 out of here. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and get Wallace Boyce up here. Let's have a chat with Mr. Wallace here. He's going to be starting in 3rd here this evening. Wallace, got a copy, bud?
I'm here.
All right. Well, you got a fan out there in chat. That's Bob. I guess you know Bob.
It's my uncle.
All right. Well, you're going to be starting 3rd out here tonight, so you're going to be right behind the leader. That's going to be, of course, our pole sitter to the number 29. Man, how comfortable out here are you? I thought you guys were going to start in the back. You're not going to start in the back, bud. You're going to start up front.
Yeah, I just happened to hit my marks just right and able to cut that number I did.
Well, what are you gonna do? You gonna try to stay up there? I mean, you gonna fall to the back, or do you not even know what you're gonna do yet? To be honest,
I'm going to see what the rest of the guys do. I'm going to try to probably stay with them depending on how my tire wear goes. If my setup's able to, I'll try to stay with the lead pack.
all righty, bud. Well, awesome job out there. I know Bob is probably excited to hear you talk. Who is Bob?
He's my uncle.
He's your what?
Uncle.
He's your uncle. Oh, all right. So we got Uncle Bob out there. So, all right. Well, you got a fan, Wallace. So good luck out there, bud, man. Starting 3rd, like I said, 133 laps. We don't know what's going to happen. So this is going to be an interesting race, I think, tonight.
Oh, yes.
All right, Wallace. Good luck, bud.
Appreciate it.
Yep. All right. Well, he's down there in B&G Motorsports. Wallace Boyce, Rob Griffin. Now, that's not an official team, but they are teammates, so big shout out to them. Let's see who else we can get here tonight. How about we get somebody we don't normally talk to? How about we go with the 8 of James Holzer here? Let me see if I can find Mr. James here tonight. I know he's in here somewhere. Don't know where, but see if I can find him. There he is, down there in GTM. Go figure. Got to pick on GTM. James, bud, got a copy.
We gotcha.
All righty, James. Well, I don't see you in the top 20 here, so I'm not exactly sure where you're starting out. Can you give some insight?
Yep, P23, unfortunately.
Oh, P23. So you're going to be right there in that traffic, bud. I know you got a good team down there with GTM. I know how strong them guys are. So you got that going for you. But what do you really got to do as an individual driver yourself here tonight?
Just limit mistakes. Last week, we absolutely blew away what I thought was going to be a definite top 3, possibly a win. Dover had a really, really dominant truck and slid and missed the pit road entry there, and got to limit mistakes like that for sure. Ran here in a league race a couple weeks ago and led 130 something of our 150 some laps. So I'm confident with the track. Didn't get much practice in today and went into qualifying and ran a different line, trying something just to see if it'd be faster, and ended up getting loose the first lap and the second lap. So the first lap was I hit the wall, so I had a little bit of speed out of the truck. So didn't really run that great of a lap in qualifying at all. But we did have great speed in practices. I think we were P5 and P5 or P4 on the board, and I know a couple of those were draft laps. So just going to have to get track position, avoid the wrecks, and I think we'll be up there. Just need some consistent top 10s to end the season, or the regular season, I should say, because we don't want to end our season early, and we're right on that cusp of the playoff line. I think we're like 12, 13 points up.
You're, not to interrupt you, James, but you're actually in 11th right now in the points. So, yeah, you're right there.
Yeah, I knew I was right there, but I think I'm like 11 or 12 points ahead of the cut line. So
oh yeah, you are 11. So
yeah, so don't even know who it is, but I'm not worried about it. I know it's coming down to the end, but too early to think about that. Just gonna go out and drive our race. Be patient, as this track is gonna definitely benefit those who are better on their tires, and there's gonna be a lot of battling for track position early, as that's also important too. But we're just gonna mind our own, run our race, and wherever it puts us, it puts us. It sucks that we had a bad qualifying outing, but you can always make up for that because they give you 133 other laps to prove it. And just
Oh,
got to
yeah.
be leading on the last one.
Oh, yeah, definitely, James. Well, good luck out there, bud. We haven't even gotten started yet, so we really don't know what's going to happen here tonight. I don't think tires are going to be the big issue unless we come down really to the nitty-gritty, you know, the last long green flag run and then, you know, a caution. It could come down to tires then, who takes track position over tires, anything could happen in any race and such as tonight, James. So good luck out there, bud. Even though not where you wanted to start, still, I think you got something for these guys, especially, and I'm going to pick on him again, William Hartman. You know who that is.
Oh yeah, I know. I feel like I'm battling him every week, and now I get him in my race chat this week. So that'll be interesting, and it's a great team to surround ourselves around. Thanks to Brendan Book for getting me hooked up with these guys, and yeah, it's gonna be nice to have some communications. Whereas I wasn't really communicating before, and hopefully it can improve the finishing positions.
Oh yeah, definitely. But James, good luck out there, bud.
Thanks.
Yep. All right. Well, let's get him back down there to GTM here tonight. Coming down to 2:55. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think this is gonna be a shootout to really who can maximize the most amount of this track. Now, if we stay green, they don't do any stages here at Extreme Motorsports, folks. So it's all banking on at least one caution or two or maybe three, depending on if we have those. So some of these drivers out here could be banking on a caution come to the end of the race. Let's hope that's not the case, but it could be for that. Now, of course, William Hartman out there, going to be picking on him here before we get down here to the starting grid. William Hartman has, of course, 4 wins on the season. He has won the past 3, and tonight he is, of course, looking for 4 in a row. He has a 66.67% win and a 66.67% pole. Of course, he did not get the pole tonight, so that is going to go down just a little bit. Now, the lowest start for William Hartman is in 4th. And, of course, the lowest finish for William is in 4th as well. So that's going to be interesting. Now, William was the fastest in practice. However, he is not the pole sitter here tonight. That is, of course, going to be the number 29 of Douglas, a new biggie. And we are coming down now to a minute left here in the warm-up, the drivers meeting. Give a shout out to, of course, our admins, David Elliott, Jeremy Knapp, Ed Morris Sr. up there in the admin tower. A big shout out to them for adminning the truck series. Russ Anderson over at Northern Capital, for coming on board, sponsoring the truck series again this season. Rick Donathan for putting on an awesome league over here at Extreme. All the fans out there tuning in each and every week, chatting it up out there, throwing your picks. I do have a pick here tonight, but I'm not going to say it. But if you've got picks out there, throw them in chat, and we will, of course, try to get to those. But thank you all again for tuning in here tonight. We are coming down now to the final 10 seconds left here in the warm-up. Let's get that driver bar off here. Let's get that qualify bar off there as well. We'll just wait here for the final countdown for grid time. And still waiting. Still waiting. Here we go. Our MaxSpeedTV starting grid here tonight. Douglas Newbigging grabbing the pole with a 29.630. William Hartman going to be starting on the outside of him in second. That's the guy I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching everybody, but I'm definitely going to be watching him. Going to be on the outside. Well, Wallace Boyce in third. Pierce Maffitt fourth. Ed Morris in fifth. Rick Christensen in sixth. Kyle Knapp Sr. seventh. Jeremy Clifton in eighth. Curtis Vollmer ninth, and Chaston Teets going to be in 10th. Alan Hilton in 11th. Ruben Phelps going to be the last driver to get that bonus point for qualifying in that top 12. Jeremy Rigney just missing it into 13th. Chris Seidenfaden in 14th. William Cogshow 15th. Ryan Swan in 16th. Bobby Tench 17th. Gunnar McFadden in 18th. Rob Griffin 19th, and Nicholas Holden 20th. Dean Gagliano 21st, Justin Lemke 22nd, James Holzer 23rd, Michael Larch not going to be qualifying here tonight. He's going to start 24th, Matt Alverson 25th, Kevin Franks 26th, Tom Massey 27th, Dolan Neiman 28th, and rounding out the field here, 29 drivers, going to be Russell LePage, of course. We are going to have that EOL here for that standby driver, Pierce Maffitt. He is going to have to go all the way back into the back of the field. And here he goes. On the backstretch here tonight at Texas Motor Speedway. Stephen Dean out there in chat. Doc Medlock. Wished I had a doctorate. But between 3 and 4 here tonight, pull those belts tight one more time. That pace truck going to dive off to the safety of pit road out of turn 4. And it's going to be the 29 of Douglas in control. Of course, he has got William onto the outside. What is Douglas gonna do? Hold him back. Now he's gonna go. Good jump by Douglas. The green flag is out. Buggity, buggity, buggity. We're racing again tonight here at Texas. Let's let everybody kind of get where they're going here and get some tires built up. And oh, buddy! Oh, we got a caution. That's going to be the 28. Oh, Wallace Boyce. What happened to Wallace already here tonight? Not what we wanted to see. Wallace Boyce starting in third here, right behind the leader. And this is not what we want to see early on here tonight. A caution already. It looks like it is going to be a self-inflicted caution here. As we see the 28 coming out of 2, just loses it, tries to correct it into the wall, the inside, bends it, bounces back up onto the track, tows it immediately to pit road. Oh man, a tough break here for Wallace Boyce early on. Oh no. And I'm sure Uncle Bob out there in chat not too happy right now to see his nephew get involved in a wreck early. Now, of course, taking a look at the penalty chart here, that's going to be on the 28, of course. We just seen that. That's going to be a self-inflicted penalty. Now, Steven, he shows up from time to time when he can. Now, I'm not going to talk to anybody just yet. I do want to see how these drivers react to that little incident out of turn 2. And I figured turn 2 would be another problem here. It looks like tonight it's showing up early. All right, well, let's get that slideshow back up here, folks, since we are, well, it looks like we're fixing to go green here. We'll see here if the pace car lights go off, or pace truck lights. It doesn't look like they're going to here, so, well, alrighty then. Well, William Hartman still in second. Ed Morris up 2 from 5th to 3rd. Rick Christensen up 2 as well to 4th. Kyle Knapp looks like from 7th to 5th. Curtis Vollmer up to 6th. Jeremy Clifton into 7th. Chaston Teets in 8th. Ruben Phelps in 9th. And Alan Hilton gonna round out the top 10 here. A couple of drivers up a few positions. Yeah, we hate it. Oh, I hate to see it early. I really do. Man. And it usually happens when I talk to him, Bob. I usually call that the Medlock or MaxSpeedTV jinx. Out of turn 4. See here, the pace truck light should go off this time by. And they do, so we're going to get double file. Go back, green flag coming up to lap number 6. All right, well, let's see here what Douglas, what's he gonna do this time? Is William gonna be able to time it? Douglas New Bigging, JW Racing, William Hartman, GTN, that's row 1. Row 2, we got some primetime teammates. The 7 of Ed Morris and the 19 of Rick Christensen. Here we go. Middle of 3 and 4. The lap number 6 pace truck. Diving off to the safety of pit road. We're to get this under fire here again tonight. Douglas back on the loud pedal. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're racing again here tonight. That will be the last time I do that. Ed Morris making a move on that 67 for second. He's going to take it. Here comes the 67. Is he going to try it? Well, we got some action back here, too. Battle for second. We got Jeremy Clifton back here in 6th. Company behind him, Curtis Vollmer, Ruben Phelps. Our favorite New Zealander in that 06, Alan Hilton. Right here behind Alan, Chaston Teach, Chris Seidenfaden trying to make a move onto the outside. Still side by side right up ahead of them. And side by side right here with the 5 of Chris, the 87 of Chaston Teach. Let's get up here to Rick Christensen. Looks like he's going to fall back a spot here tonight. We got a battle. That's between William and Ed. That is for second. William going to take that spot. Now he's going to try to gun down Douglas New Bigging here. AW Racing, GTM, Prime Time, 1, 2, 3. William Cogshall in the 03 under fire. That's Justin Lemke in the 35 onto his inside. Here comes the 22 onto the backstretch here tonight. That's Russell LePage. Who've got William Cogshall and that bud. Justin Lemke, we see the 22 of LePage. Cannot forget Rob Griffin in the 36. He's trying to make some moves here now to the inside of the 35. Going to be able to make the pass. The 03 of William Cogshall down into turn 1 to the inside of the 35. He's going to be able to get around. Now Pearson Maffitt, who qualified and got that EOL, started all the way back in the back. And he is already up to that 21st position. So unfortunately not being able to start in that 4 spot. He is working his way up one truck at a time here tonight. Justin Lemke under fire again by the 34 of Dean Gagliano. This is back here in the back of the field. Looks like Cody McFadden under some fire here as well out of turn number 2. And it's going to be Bobby Tench getting around him. And, of course, Jeremy Rigney got around as well. We got somebody on the apron. That is a Wallace Boyce here. Looks like Wallace might have tried to come out. All right, he is coming back out onto the track here tonight, letting everybody go around. Justin Teets under fire. That is the 5 of Chris Seidenfaden to the inside. Oh, and oh boy, that was close. Bumping and banging between Chris and Chaston here. That is the 5 and the 87. We've seen that. Chris did get around him, but that wasn't without some bumping and banging, and we got another caution. Oh, Matt Alverson in the 21. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Matt Alverson here tonight. Matt Alverson in the 21. Oh, he's having some blinking issues here. We're going to watch that 21 machine. He's coming up on the 98 of Kevin Franks. And Matt just blinked out. And yeah, now, oh man, major blinking issues on my end. And then, of course, he reappears. And then right there, the 98 of Kevin Franks. I don't know if Kevin's seen him. I don't know what was going on. But right there, he reappears right into that 98 of Kevin Franks, and blam, that 21 goes right into the wall. Of course, we'll get the official word from the admins. We'll see what they seen here tonight, because it could be different. Internet issues, of course, could play the big factor, but we'll see the official word here momentarily. Looks like we do have David Elliott in that penalty chart here, so let him type that out once they review it. Of course, there's 3 of them. There's David, Jeremy, and Ed. All right, lap 12. That's going to be this caution. At fault will be the 21 of Matt Alverson. Contact with the 98. 21 will receive an EOL if he does come back out onto the track. All right, well, let's see here. Douglas New Bigging still up front. Well, we don't do this normally, but I guess we'll go ahead and give it a shot here tonight. We're going to bring up the owner of Jacob Bell Racing here this evening. Jacob Bell, got a copy.
Yes, sir, man. What's up?
Well, we don't usually normally bring up a crew chief or a spotter or an owner, but why not? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's let the drivers do what they're doing. But, man, we're already seeing a couple of cautions here tonight early, bud. What are you seeing out there on the track?
Yeah, I think Texas is an interesting track so far tonight. We've seen a lot of these guys kind of struggling through turn 1 and 2. That seems to be like the real trouble part, of the racetrack. A lot of guys getting loose through there and sliding, and I think with those cold tires at the beginning of the run, it's just a struggle. So it'll be interesting to watch that all night long. And then with these 2 quick yellows we've had so far, you see some guys. I saw the Samson group just came down and pit there, so they put on a set of tires. I think that'll be interesting to keep an eye on to see how that fares out and see how everybody kind of reacts to that.
Well, if they put on a set or they didn't put on a set, you got to throw some strategy out there too. So, really, what's going to take, because we have a lot of laps left.
I think that's what we were just kind of talking about with Ruben Phelps in the 06 and the 9 Orion Swan and McFadden in the 64. We were all kind of talking about. I think track position is going to be important tonight, just with the way these trucks have been racing, with it being loose like that and close to wide open for the early part of the run. I think it's going to be important to get out in front. So I'm not sure if I would have bought in on the strategy of coming down and taking tires, but I mean, it's only lap 15, so we're going to have to wait and see how it plays out.
All right, Jacob, we'll let you get back to your team there, bud. So good luck here tonight. We're already double file, ready to go back green, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
Yep, you too. All right, let's get him back down there to JBR. And of course, I didn't want to tell him this, but it looks like they did not take tires, according to my stats. Now, of course, my stats could be wrong from what I'm seeing. But I guess we'll see what happens here. But Douglas New Bigging is going to be starting us off again here, coming to lap 16 here tonight. We've already seen 2 cautions here early on. Not what you want to see in a race like Texas, but we did have 6 a couple of seasons ago, so didn't really even want to see 1, but it is Texas. There is a lot of drivers out here, and it looks like Matt Alverson did take his truck behind the wall. Douglas New Bigging pace truck is off and away. Douglas, he is going to be back on the loud pedal, and we are back underway here tonight, the Northern Capital Truck Series for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com here at Texas. Already seeing Ed Morris trying to get around the 12 of Kyle Knapp Sr., and he is going to be able to do it. Top 3, that's going to be Douglas New Bigging, William Hartman, Ed Morris. Got a battle going on back here with Ruben Phelps and company. Ruben Phelps, Alan Hilton on the outside. Right behind them is going to be James Holzer. Look at that. Started 23rd all the way up into 9th already. And we're going to have to watch is that number 8 here tonight as well. He is making moves here this evening. Pierce Maffitt. Now looks like he is still trying to make his way back up to where he qualified, but he shouldn't have qualified. He is going to be coming up to, that's going to be Curtis Vollmer and Russell LePage. Curtis Vollmer made the pass there over Russell. These drivers still neck and neck. We're going to be watching here the 81 of Jeremy Rigney. He's got some company with Cody McFadden. Now, do we have a potential battle for the lead? Yes, we do. William Hartman to the inside of Douglas New Bigging into 3. And William is going to be our new leader here tonight out of turn number 4. He's going to lead his first lap here this evening. Ed Morris also going to get around. He's going to go into 2nd. Douglas back to 3rd. And I don't know if that was by design or what, but here we go, folks. Still side by side going on. Got the 8. James Holzer, he's still trying to make some moves here with a 19 of Rick onto the inside of him. He is going to complete that pass out of turn number 4. Here comes the 2 of Alan Hilton through the tri-oval. Across the stripe, Allen does not. Yes, he does. I was fixing to say does not have it, but he does. And boy, he came up quickly. on that number 8 of James Holzer, had to back off. That lane was not clear. Going back a little bit further. Where's the battles at? Right here. Cody McFadden to the inside of Jeremy Rigney. That is going to be for that 12th spot. Got some more going on back here with William Cogshow. Looks like the 5 of Seidenfaden. Going to try to get around him. He will do it. And William did smack the wall, slowed him down. That's going to allow the 66 Northern Capital Samson Motorsports of Bobby Tench to get to his inside out of turn number 4. But the 03 looks like he's going to keep that speed up, get the speed back up, and keep that spot out into 1, between 1 and 2. They're still kind of neck and neck here. Out of turn number 2, they got to just keep it straight. Turn 2 is treacherous here at this new Texas. Back here with Chris Seidenfaden. Looks like he's got some company with that 22 of Russell LePage. And then, of course, right up ahead of them is that Northern Capital 48 of Curtis Balmer. So we got door-to-door with LePage and Seidenfaden. Now it looks like Russell LePage, well, is still yet to get around fully of that number 5. Down into turn 3, still side by side. 22, can he do it? Now the 22 is of course right behind the teammate of the 40, or right there with the teammate of the 48. Of the 5, excuse me. 48, 5 are teammates. Now it looks like the 22 and going to be in a Samson sandwich here with Curtis Balmer and Chris Seidenfaden. Now you look at Curtis, here's some Maffitt right there. Right up ahead of him is going to be Jeremy Rigney. All right, well, let's check back up here. William Cogshow still doing battle back here with a 66. And boy, was that net code from my end. 03 of William Cogshow goes around, and from that view, major net coding, but we will take a closer look at this and see. I know these two were going at it here tonight. We'll see here if that was on my end net code. Of course, we'll get the official word from the admins here. But we're looking at it here. That 66 is going to go to the inside of that 03. And then right there it was. Now, was that net coding or did the 03 lose it? Let's take a chase view at this. We will rewind it here and see. Looks like right. Oh, yeah, 66 kind of moved up a little bit. And the 03 was right there. And the 03 just went around. And there was a gap between that 66 and that 03 machine. So the 66 got a little squirrely, went up. And then, well, I'm going to say net code, but that is my call. And, oh, no, Griffin going to be involved in this, too. Nowhere to go. Contact with the 03. Ouch. All right, well, of course, we'll get the official word here as we see the leaders coming down pit road. Let's take a look at that penalty chart. We're still waiting on the official confirmation here. All right, lap 24. Of course, this pass caution. Off pit road first is going to be the 67 of William Hartman. And it looks like at fault is going to be the 66. Contact with the 03. 66 will receive an EOL. Coming down the pipeline here from David Elliott, Jeremy Knapp, Ed Morris Sr. Like I said, what I call, that's just what I call. They call it as they see it. They are the boss. All right, so William off pit road here, but he is our leader here tonight. Let's see here. How about we go with our second place off of pit road here? That's going to be Mr. Ed Morse here tonight. Ed, bud, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. I guess that was a little jumper there.
No, I don't know, I got hit at a caution there, so I was...
Oh, man, we hate it for
right
you.
as you pulled me up, so...
Well, you're running in second here tonight. Yeah, I see the damage there, bud. But, hey, you've been running up front here for pretty much since we started. It looks like in traffic it is a handful, bud. Talk about it.
It's trying to get some green flag laps on this thing to see what this thing's going to do over the long run. And, I mean, it feels good right now in traffic. A little loose off the beginning, but that's not too bad. Can't complain.
Well, do you have something for that 67 up there? I think you do.
I hope so. I'm gunning for him, so.
I think you got something for him. I really do, bud. So
I think so, too. I'm feeling pretty good.
All right. Well, good luck out there, Ed. We'll let you get back to it. Just hang in there, man. Don't lose your temper.
We'll do, man. Thanks.
All right, bud. All right. Pulled him up here at not the exact time I probably should have pulled him up, but y'all see the damage there on that 7 machine. Well, let's see here. Maybe we can get Mr. Dean Gagliano up here. If I can find Dean. There he is, JW Racing. Dean, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, you're in 21st, where you started, kind of hanging out. Probably a good thing, right? Yeah, the way this race has been going, man, how do you feel out there, bud?
Feels pretty good. Tire management's going to be key here.
So you think it's going to come down to tires?
I'm sorry.
You think it's going to come down to tires?
I think so.
You think so? All right. Well, we don't want to keep you. It looks like double file already. So good luck out there, Dean.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, let's get back up here to our leader, Mr. William Hartman. Now, it looks like William has chosen the outside line here tonight. Of course, the leader does get lane choice. So, outside line, maybe he's figured something out. Oh, no. Down into turn 3. Middle of 3 and 4 here at Texas. Of course, the pace car will dive off. It's going to be William on the outside. Going to get us going. Coming up to lap number 30. Pace truck is off and away. All 4 are below. William can go. He is going to go here tonight. Green flag back out in the air here this evening. Side by side for second. William got a good jump there, but these tires and cold tires, I think you've really got to be patient. We're going to see James Holzer here cut it down right in front of the 29 of Douglas. He is going to make that pass onto the back stretch. Screaming meanies, as I like to call these trucks. Right here, neck and neck. James going to get around to that number 12 of Kyle Knapp Sr. And here comes the 29 of Douglas New Bigging. He's also going to get around the 12 of Kyle and Knapp Sr. We're going to go single file up front. Now back here to Jeremy Clifton in the 51. He's under fire. That's going to be Justin Teets here to the inside. Another battle here. Looks like Kyle Knapp Sr. back to the inside of Douglas New Bigging, bringing along that number 2 of Alan Hilton. So we got that battle going on. We've got Ruben Phelps now edging up to the 51 of Jeremy Clifton, the 19 of Rick Christensen. Back here in 10th, he's got the 041 of Pierce Maffitt, of course, qualifying as we've said it throughout the night. and he's a standby driver. He wasn't supposed to qualify, so he had to get that EOL started from the back. And right now he's battling it here with Rick. That is for 10th, and he is going to take that 10th spot away. What a comeback by Pierce of Maffitt here tonight, going all the way back into the field here. Evan Franks in the 98, the 05 of Tom Massey. Tom going to make that pass. Right up ahead of them is going to be Bobby Tench, Dean Gagliano. Bobby trying to get around that 34, and it looks like he is going to be able to do it. A bit further up, Justin Lemke, Nolan Neiman here. Nolan going to get around the 35, the 64 of Nicholas Holda. Also going to try to complete it here down into 1. He's going to do it, get around the 35. Here comes the 5 of Chris Seidenfaden, also to the inside of that 35 machine. Going up here, we've seen it. They've got the 48 of Curtis Vollmer now to the inside of that 3 of Michael Larch. Ooh, got some battling going on back here. Back up into the top 10. We've got a stack up back here. Something happened to the 29 of Douglas Newbigging. He is falling back now as Pierce got around Rick Christensen now on the outside trying to get around. Side by side on the back stretch. Look at it. Down into turn number 3 here. And Rick make that pass out of 4 on the outside. Don't think he can. I believe it's going to be the 29 at the line here for that 10th spot. Down into turn number 1. Well, I think the 19's just going to have to dive it down low in front of the 22 of Russell LePage, and that is exactly what he's going to do. We got a single foul, and we got a battle for the lead here tonight. Ed Morris around the 67. Ed up front for the first time here tonight. He's going to lead a lap here this evening. What a job by Ed here. I think he's got something for that 67 here tonight. I really do. 67 looking to go 4 in a row. Ed Morris is like, I got something for you. 37 laps of 133. I know it's early here, folks, but let's go ahead and do it here tonight. Let's go ahead and crank it up here on MaxSpeedTV. Alrighty, folks, we're back live here. Now, we might do another one later on here, but of course, through that crank it up, we do see William Hartman has taken back the top spot. James Holzer up to second. Ed trying to hang on to third, but Calnap Sr. there to the inside, side by side on the backstretch here tonight. Alan Hilton there in that 5th spot. He's got a bird's eye view here tonight. Let's go ahead. Let's go in right along here. Cockpit with Alan Hilton here tonight. Kind of watch the battle going up right up ahead of him. It does look like Calnap Sr. is going to be able to take that third away from that 7. Calnap in third. Ed Morris back into that 4 spot. Alan Hilton, who we're on right now, right there with that number 7 machine. And still looking, oh, it looks like the 7 get a little bit loose right up ahead of him. Good save, good knowledge by that 7 of Ed Morris. And that's why I like cockpit view sometimes. You actually get to see the cars or the trucks or whatever the case may be when they're this close together, kind of see how the movement's going on. That's amazing. Alan's got some company coming, I would say. Jeremy Clifton here started 8th, currently running in 6th. And I think the draft, I know it's dirty air, but I think the draft playing a little bit of a factor here too, as we see the 041 of Pierce Maffitt gonna drive around that 87 of Chaston Teets. Pierce up into 9th now. He is only at about 5 positions from his unofficial qualifying time here. And now we are pretty much single file getting, I wouldn't say spread out, but we are pretty much, well, we might have a battle here between William and James here. I've seen James get down to about 81 thousandths of a second right there with that 67. So looks like Ed's still right there in 4th. I'm going to watch the top 4 here real quick. That's going to be William Hartman, James Holzer, who we're on, Calnap Sr. and Ed Morris. Now, Ed's got some company. He does have Alan Hilton looking to his inside. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to get that nose in there. Boy, Ed trying to hold on. There he goes. Alan through the tri-oval down into turn 1. And Alan get around that number 7. Now, Alan Hilton is part of GTM at 7 prime time. And Alan up into 4th after starting 11th. Now let's get back here to Rick Christensen. He's going to lose a position to Cody McFadden as Cody got around. And it looks like we do have another retiree here tonight. William Cogshaw retired 25 laps ago. Tough break for William. We hate it. Well, we've got 25 drivers on the lead lap. Jeremy Rigney, the last driver on the lead lap, back here in 25th after starting 13th. Not the race he wanted here this evening. He's got some damage on that 81 machine. And we've got a battle between Chaston Teets now falling back to the 22 of Russell LePage. He's going to get around. Maybe a battle up here. Looks like Ruben Phelps. They're all coming around the 36 machine. The 2, the 7. Oh, we got Ruben into the outside wall. We've got no caution, but Ruben's engine is done here tonight. Well, let's check it out here on the MaxSpeedTV replay and kind of figure out what happened. Let's get on the 7 here of Ed Morris, because I believe up here is kind of where it's gonna start. I'm not saying Ed's going to start it, but I think it might have started up here with everything going on. All right, so these two get around. Okay, so right here, maybe the 51, the 06. The 51 is going to be a Jeremy Clifton. So it looks like they're going to get around. Oh, right there. Okay, so it did actually initiate with the 2 and the 7 here. 2 on the outside, the 7 right there. That could have been some net code. And the 06 right into the back of the 51. The 06 gets tagged too by the 29, and Ruben goes right up into that outside wall, engine popping, poking, and he is of course on pit road. Ouch. Well, no caution. I don't know if I don't know how that works now with Extreme. Liam Hartman, James Holzer, Al Knapp Sr., Ed Morris falling back to 2.6 seconds. Alan Hilton, about 0.2. They're in 5th behind Ed. Oh, man, I hate it for Ruben. Oh! Now let's see here. See where the battles are. Not seeing much of anything. Now, I see Nolan Neiman, though, edging his truck up to the 65 of a Nicholas Halda here. That'll be for a 15th. And let's see here if a Nolan can maybe squeeze that nose there. I don't know where Nolan's mom is out there. She's not talking. That would be Miss Sandra. Oh no, I'm thinking of Joshua. My bad. My bad. Joshua's mom is usually in chat. That's who I'm thinking of. Well, I thought Nolan was going to be able to do something here with Nicholas Holda, but Bobby Tench is coming up on that number 15 here. I don't know if he's going to be able to get up to him. They've been out here now at about 31, 32 laps, so roughly they are, I would say, within that fuel window, or getting pretty close to the fuel window. As we see here, that number 2 of Alan Hilton is going to get around that number 7 of Ed Morris here. That is going to be for that 4th position. I meet so many people here broadcasting races, I get people confused. All right. Oh, James Holzer still putting that pressure on that 67. Lap number 60 here tonight. Oh, we're about 6 laps away from that halfway mark. With a caution, they're going to be out here now at about 34 laps. Not seeing many, if at all, any battles going on. Everybody kind of separated here. Nolan still keeping it close to Bobby Tench, though. And that's, I would say, about the closest battle. Everybody else anywhere between 4/10 of a second all the way up to at about almost 3.5, 4 seconds. All right, here we go. Ryan Swan in that 9 machine down pit road, as well as Chris Seidenfaden, Justin Lemke coming down as well. It looks like the 81 of Jeremy Rigney is also coming down pit road. And we got more. Ed Morris coming down. Russell LePage coming down pit road. Pit road starting to be a little bit busy here tonight, as Nicholas Halda is also coming down. Dean Gagliano coming down. James Holzer is now up front, as we see William Pitton. James gonna lead his first lap. William down pit road. Justin Teets down pit road. Michael Larch, Cody McFadden, Curtis Vollmer, Nolan Neiman, Bobby Tench, all down pit road here. Green flag pit stops here tonight. And here comes James Holzer, as well as Kyle Knapp Sr. and a bunch of others here. Douglas New Bigging, Alan Hilton, Pierce Maffitt. It looks like Kevin Franks, Jeremy Clifton, Nolan Neiman. It looks like going to be off and away here. And here comes Kyle Knapp Sr. in his pit stall. Douglas New Bigging going to be off and away. So everybody kind of starting to cycle back through here. Everybody has came down pit road. Oh, buddy. It's going to be interesting. 66.5 laps is going to be our halfway mark. William did not lead that lap, but he is passing everybody else up. James Holzer is trying to keep that spot, but here comes the 67. William Hartman is back up front here tonight, and it could come down to tires here, folks. Got a 1 lap difference between William Hartman, or about a 2 lap difference, I should say, between William Hartman and James Holzer here. Now, of course, I know William can save tires, but can he save enough as everything starts to, or finishes cycling through here? We're going to go ahead and go through the top 10 here tonight. William Hartman started second on the top spot. James Holzer started 23rd, and he is up to second. Ed Morris started 5th and 3rd. Kyle Knapp Sr. started 7th and 4th. Douglas New Bigging, our pole sitter, is currently running in that 5th spot. Justin Teets started 10th in 6th. Russell LePage started 29th. Look where he is at, in 7th here tonight. Here's some Maffitt. Well, he got the EOL, so he started all the way in the back. He is currently running in that 8th spot. Michael Larch, and his name and everything else is not showing up. Not sure why. He is currently running in 9th. Ryan Swan started 16th. He is currently running in the top 10 here in that 10th spot, but he's got company with Alan Hilton there. That is going to be for that 10th position as they go side by side onto the backstretch down into turn 3. And that number 2, yes, he is going to get around Orion Swan. Pierce Maffitt having some blinking issues. He is back. He's okay. Still currently running in 8th. But Williams still up front here tonight. 69 of 133. And William, man, he's got James all over his tail. These two are teammates. William Hartman, James Holzer. They are running 1 and 2. Ed Morris sitting back here in third. Prime time to have Kyle and Knapp Sr. Now, we've got a GTM driver right here. And Douglas, a new bigging. That is going to be JW Racing, rounding out the top 5. Right here, this is it. They're coming around. Lap truck here. That is going to be, let me see who that was. Like some heavy damage on that machine. That's going to be Wallace Boyce, 28. Couldn't see the number. Got around him safely here. 72 of 133. Well, William has been out here 47 laps leading. This is going to mark 48 here tonight. He's going to lead 48 laps. Now, I don't believe they can make it to the end. They will have to come down pit road at least one more time. If you're still out there in chat, we've got about 16 watching, 7 likes. What do you think? You know, they got to come down one more time. How far do you go? That is the big question. Oh, Cody McFadden. Like some battling going on here. Curtis Vollmer. Cody McFadden. Like a lap car there too, or lap truck. Curtis up into 15th, started 9th. Cody McFadden started 18th, running 16th, 48 rear end damage. Let's see here. Check on our pole sitter, Douglas. Coming up on the 12 of Kyle Knapp Sr. That will be for 4th. They're both coming up on the 7 of Ed Morris. And there we go, the 12 of Kyle Knapp Sr. Gonna get around that number 7 of Ed Morris. As them other two, Ed Morris and Douglas New Bigging, gonna go side by side. That is gonna be for 4th. Douglas to the inside. And he completed out of 4. Yes, he will through the tri-oval. Got a battle back here. Ryan Swan looks like lost a position there to Rick Christensen. That will be for 11th. I just seen it. Oh, Rick having some issues. So let's get back here to Ryan here. Lap 77 of 133. And William, I wouldn't say starting to pull away here, but now he's, well, James still holding on anywhere between a 10th to about 3/10 of a second right behind him. Maybe some mirror driving from the 8 to the 67. Big possibility. As I thought Douglas trying to get around the 12 here. And that could be a possibility. Let's go on board. Cockpit with Douglas here tonight. And Douglas did get around on board there. Did get around Kyle Knapp Sr. Now back here to Kyle. Ed Morris. These three still pretty much right there together. Anything else going on that I need to be aware about? Well, we've got Nolan Neiman here with Bobby Tench. Might want to keep an eye on these two here tonight. Got the lap difference, at about 2 lap difference between Bobby Tench and Ryan Swan, who's ahead of him, but Nolan Neiman right behind him at about a lap difference. Cody McFadden at about a lap difference as well. And Curtis Vollmer at about, well, on the same strategy, but a lap difference there. Curtis Vollmer, Bobby Tench pretty much on the same strategy here. Justin Lemke a little bit further back, a little over 4.5 seconds behind Curtis. 1 lap difference between him, Cody, and Nolan. And about 2 laps between him and the Samson drivers. We've got 18 drivers on the lead lap. That's going to put Chris Seidenfaden, the last driver, on the lead lap here. Back here in 18th after starting 14th. And as we have a new leader here, James Holzer, William Hartman back to second. Oh, James now up front, leading 2 laps. Lap difference between these two is only 1 lap. Douglas New Bigging battling it up here. I believe that is going to be the 05 of Tom Massey, who is 2 laps down. Tom just going to let him go around. Al Knapp Sr. trying to gun down now the 29 of Douglas New Bigging. Kyle Knapp there in 4th. Ed Morris did get around the 05 of Tom. And Chris Seidenfaden coming down pit road. Lap 85 here. We'll take a look at the caution count so far. 3 cautions for 12 laps. As we cross the stripe, it's going to be 48 laps to go with 6 lead changes here tonight. William Hartman, though, 58 laps led. Bobby Tench battling a teammate there with a 48 of Vollmer. Like Vollmer is going to get around him. Vollmer up to 14th. Couple of Samson guys back here together. Justin Lemke out right there in a 17th. Here comes the leader, James Holzer. Everybody else pretty much spread out, but what a comeback by the 041 of Pierce Maffitt up to 8th here tonight. Wow, what a comeback. I would have to give him the Comeback King Award if I had one. Qualifying when he wasn't supposed to and had to start in the back. And already working his way up here to that 8th spot. Now he is battling another Samson guy here in the 5. That is going to be Chris Seidenfaden. That is not for position. Let's get up here to James Holzer. We've got somebody else coming down pit road. That is going to be Justin Lemke down pit road here. Justin looks like he might have had enough. Been out here at about 20, anywhere between 25 to 27 laps roughly. Gonna be interesting to see who pits where and when. Alnap Sr. Douglas New Bigging. Not a whole lot going on right now on the track. As we see the two trying to get around the 5, and it looks like he's going to do it. That was close, though, between the 2 and the 5 there. And Pierce Maffett doing what he does. Michael Larch not showing up, but he is currently running in 9th here. I'm not sure why certain people don't show up on the driver bar. I just don't get it. '22 of Russell LePage coming to the inside of the 98. And the 98, that's going to be Kevin Franks. That's not going to be a battle for position either. Like Kevin just going to let him stay. Going to let him go to the inside. Kevin's going to stay in the middle line. Well, James Holzer now 0.6 of a second ahead of a William Hartman. Ed Morris, I thought Ed had something for a William and James, and I still believe he does. Just, you know, we're winding down here the final laps here tonight. We'll see what happens here on this next round of pit stops, as we are going to hit lap 94. Of course, the next time by is going to be lap 95. And James now 0.7 of a second ahead of his teammate, William Hartman. I would still watch William. I would not put anything past a William Hartman going for 4 straight. I would not. And here we go. Chaston Teets now is going to fall back to the 2 of Allen Hilton to be for that 6th spot. Now we got a battle. Allen, Chaston, got Pierce in the mix here as well, and Michael Larch. So we're going to watch this little the fiasco here, I'm gonna call it. Here comes the 3 of Larch to the inside of Teets. Larch gonna make the pass over Teets. Larch up to 8th. Teets back to 9th. And it looks like, oh, not sure exactly what happened to Chaston there. A good save. Good save by Chaston here tonight. That could have been ugly for sure. All right, another one down pit road. Ryan Swan. Ryan in his pit stop. In his pit stall. Right side's going on. Here we go. Ed Morris down. Russell LePage down pit road. All right, here we go. It looks like we've got Dean Gagliano coming down. Nicholas Holda. Oh, good save by Holda there. Almost got into the pit wall there. Good save by him. Dean down pit road. Looks like LePage going to be off and away. I've seen some more. Chaston Teets, Cody McFadden, Curtis Vollmer down pit road. Here comes a William Hartman Nolan Neiman also coming down as well. And Douglas and New Bigging down pit road. All right, well, I expect James to come down here pretty shortly, if not this time. And it looks like James is going to be coming down, as well as the 66 of Bobby Tench. Kyle Knapp Sr. down pit road. Bobby Tench, of course, coming down, and we've got a caution. Whoa! Not sure where that's gonna be at here tonight, because I had so many drivers with their speeds dropped here. I don't know where that caution is gonna be. I know this is gonna put a lot of drivers a lap down here. Let's see if we can find out what happened. It's gonna be on Rick here, and it looks like somebody blew up here. Not sure who that was. All right, well, I can't find it here, folks, so we're gonna go ahead and just wait for the admins here tonight. Let's see here. That is going to put James Holzer up front. Kyle Knapp Sr. in second. Alan Hilton third. I don't know who pitted, who didn't. All right, so we will just have to wait and see here, but I do have James up at the top spot here tonight. Well, what a crazy set of events here, coming down to the final 31 laps here. This is definitely going to change a lot of strategy here, as we had that awesome green flag run, a couple of green flag pit stops, and this caution right here definitely going to upset some drivers here tonight. Really, I really don't even know who to talk to here after this. Ed coming down pit road here. Well, I'm kind of speechless, to be honest. I was hoping we would go ahead and continue it green flag here, but, well, that's part of racing, folks. You just don't even know what's going to happen. Let's go ahead and get a driver up here. Let's go ahead and get Alan Hilton up here real quick. Alan, got a copy?
I got you, man.
All right, well, we've seen this little late caution here tonight, and I talked about it earlier, and this was what I was not hoping for, but it happened. And it was during that green flag pit stops. But, man, what happened down there? Did you see anything? Where it looks like we're one to go here, bud.
I didn't see anything, Josh. I was about 20 feet from entering pit road. So I got lucky and stayed out, and I'm up here at the front. So hopefully put this Maestro's classic throwback Chevy in the winter circle tonight.
All righty, Alan. We'll let you get back to it, man. Good luck out there, bud.
Thank you, Josh.
Yep. All right. Well, we're still waiting here. It does look like we have that official review here tonight. Kyle Knapp Sr. is going to be on the outside. James Holzer, like James is going to be our leader. He's going to take the inside line. Kyle Knapp in second. Allen in third. So going off of the review board here from the admins, 98 at fault will be the 34. The 34 of Dean Gagliano, 34 EOL, 34 spun off of pit road. Ouch. Well, fresh tires, that can happen in between 3 and 4 here tonight. James Holzer up front. We'll see what James does. Can Kyle capitalize? And we are extended here, so we'll go one more time around. Looks like it was extended as I was reading that off, so looks like this time by will be the one to go. So I think everything is okay. All right, so good to go. All right. James Holzer, Kyle Knapp Sr., Alan Hilton, Pierce Maffitt. Man, what a comeback by Pierce here tonight. And William Hartman. Oh, looks like we've got some lap cars there in the mix here tonight. But William gonna restart here in that 5th spot. Get back up here to James Holzer here. This is going to be interesting. Definitely. All right, 18 watching. Can we hit 15 likes here tonight? Gonna be what we're shooting for the end of the broadcast. 2 away from 10 here. 7 away from the 15. In between 3 and 4 here. That pace truck will dive off to the safety of pit road here. And it'll be in James Holzer's hands in that number 8 machine. Pace truck. There it goes. Diving off. James, what is he gonna do? Holding them back, holding them back. Here we go. Green flag is out. It's all ball game here tonight. Let's go. All right, well, let's check it back here. Here's some Maffitt driving it like he stole that truck. He is coming up on at number 12 of Kyle Knapp. That's going to be for 3rd. And it looks like Pierce is going to take that 3rd. Well, here we go. The 64. Or is that the 67? Oh, that is the 64. So we got some lap cars up here. The 64 of, I believe that is Cody McFadden. Yeah, Cody McFadden up here. Back here in 12th, 1 lap down. And they're, oh man, Cody Curtis battling it for that lucky dog if something was to happen. And here we go. We still have, oh man, we've got some action. Muffin Man, really? Really? Kyle Knapp Sr. right behind a lap truck of Cody McFadden. Here's some Maffitt. Like is gonna let that 64 go by, but is he gonna block that 12? He's gonna dive it down. He's like, hey, you're gonna have to beat me here, number 12. Here's Maffitt up to 3rd. Man, what a comeback by Pierce. This time by 110 of 133. I would be definitely watching that 67. What is he holding back? James Holzer taking lap of 111. Alan Hilton in second. Pierce Maffitt fighting for that third with that number 12 of Kyle Knapp Sr. out of turn 2. Not gonna be able to do it. You gotta watch this battle here. This is for podium. Here comes that 67. We see him coming around that 48. Like the 041 of Pierce Maffitt. Gonna make sure that 12 does not have any room. Get back up here to James real quick. Out of turn number 4. Lap of 113. Guess what? Next time by 20 to go. We got a battle. Not for position. However, that is a lap car. Let's get back here to William, Kyle, Pierce. Like Alan Hilton now trapped onto the outside. That's going to allow that 041. Here comes the 12 of Kyle Knapp Sr. inside of Alan Hilton. That's going to be for third. The 67 of William Hartman. 20 to go here tonight, folks. Getting wild back here at about third, fourth, fifth spot. Oh, it's getting a little bit extreme here tonight. William Hartman back up to fourth. 19 to go. Does William have something for Kyle? Pierce, they're in second. Lap car, truck, whatever. Right behind James Holzer. That's going to be the 64 of Cody McFadden. 18 to go. Oh, we still got some lap traffic we're getting through here tonight. Kyle Knapp Sr., though, however, putting that pressure on that 041 of Pierce Maffitt. Oh, man, Pierce. Awesome, awesome comeback here. James Holzer. Part of a GTM. Pierce Maffitt. Part of, see here what he's part of. Looks like GTM as well. Okay, I'm sorry, Pierce, missed you. And Kyle Knapp Sr., well, we know where he is. GTM as well. They are all trying to beat William Hartman here. Yep. I'm looking at GTM right now. Well, that's James Holzer up front. Pierce Maffitt second. Kyle Knapp Sr. third. GTM. And here comes William Hartman trying to get around Kyle Knapp Sr. That is going to be for third here. And he is going to make that pass here tonight. William up to third. So James Pierce and GTM go 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Basically, 1, 2, 3, 4. James, William, Pierce, Kyle. We got James, Pierce, William, Kyle right here. Alan Hilton there in that 5th spot, also for GTM. Can we go top 5 here for GTM tonight? Oh, wow. James Holzer is going to take 12 to go. This time by 39th, a lap of lead. Started 23rd, running up front. Here comes that 041 looking to the inside of Cody McFadden, who is a lap down. And it looks like Pierce is going to take it. There in second. I would be watching still that 67 here. He is going to be coming up on Cody McFadden too. All right, this time by 10 to go here tonight, Mr. Tech Hunter. Man, what do you think right now, Pierce, of Pierce? Oh, man. Standby driver, qualified, got the EOL because he shouldn't have qualified, and right now running in second place. Ah, man, he's the biggest mover here tonight. Awesome job by Pierce, man. Awesome. 9 to go. William coming up on at 64. I don't think he has enough laps here to get up to Pierce. Well, he might get up to Pierce, but I don't think he's got enough to get up to James. I really don't. William up to third. 8 to go on the backstretch. Oh. Now, like I said, I was going to pick on William here tonight because he is looking to go 4 straight, 4 in a row here tonight as we're hitting 7 to go. You see William there, 27 laps. James, 26 laps. Pierce, 25 laps. Yeah, I think he could get up to Pierce, but I don't think he's got enough for James unless he has saved enough for James. We're going 6 to go here tonight. All right, well, let's check it out. James up front. Pierce second. William third. Alnap Sr. fourth. Alan Hilton in fifth. Five to go. They're coming up on the 36 right now. Oh, Pierce having some blinking issues. And he's back. We're good. Well, let's just go ahead and make it 4 to go. Pierce Maffitt there in second. James, our leader here tonight. William sitting in third here this evening. Alrighty, next time by 3 to go. And right now, the top 5 GTM here. James taking 3 to go. Can William get up to Pierce? Boy, I thought he could. Maybe they're just going to run where they stand here tonight. Next time by, well, this time by, out of turn number 4. 2 to go this evening here tonight. Next time, a white flag in the air. James Holzer, 49 laps. He has led. William Hartman has led 58. So William will come away with the most laps led here tonight, no matter what. Well, James Holzer, out of turn number 4, is going to win it here tonight at Texas. No, he's not. White flag in the air. Oh, getting ahead of myself. I think he's going to win it, folks. I really do. I really think. I don't think Pierce can catch him. And William, I don't think, can catch Pierce. So, officially or unofficially, in between 3 and 4, out of 4, James now will take the checkered flag and win it here tonight. Awesome job, James Holzer. James Holzer, Pierce Maffitt, William Hartman, Cal Knapp Sr., Alan Hilton, top 5 here tonight, GTM. Wow, what a race, folks. And James Holzer, I believe this is going to be his second win on the season here tonight. Awesome job by James when he get back there at New Hampshire. Awesome job by James. Hang tight, folks. We'll be right back for the MaxSpeedTV post-race show here this evening. Alrighty, folks, we're back live here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. We're going to start here with our third place finisher here tonight, William Hartman. William, now, you were going for 4 straight here tonight, but man, it's got to feel good to go, of course, top 5 here at the end of the race for GTM. Of course, talk about your race, and man, Texas, it looked like it was fun, but rough at the same time. But Mike's yours.
Yeah, it was an interesting setup, that's for sure. Really, if you were even relatively close to being even lap time with somebody, you could pretty well stay with them the whole run. Draft was super strong. The guy in the lead really was at a pretty significant disadvantage in each group. So it was a really interesting race. I think we did a really good job, and had it gone green, I felt like I was in a really good spot there. Unfortunately, caught the caution there at the suboptimal time there on the last set of pit stops, but you'll have that. That's part of racing. We were able to bounce back, got it back to P3 for the end, and I think I told you last week I was only looking for a top 5 this week, so we met the goal and we made it happen. So really happy for James. He ran a great race. I think he and I were going to be nose to tail there at the end of the race had it gone green. So it was awesome to see him be able to come away with it there at the end. And really happy for all the GTM guys. Had a great run tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, top 5 for you guys. But let's say there was, say, 5 laps left. And I think you could have caught Pierce. But did you have something for James? Because you guys were fast.
Yeah, unfortunately with the track position there, having to wave around for the last yellow, I had to burn way too much tire coming back up through everybody. So really, I was holding on for dear life to keep Kyle behind me there those last probably 5 laps. I didn't really have anything to be able to get back up to Pierce or to James. So I just knew I was going to get as many spots as I could early and then try and hold on as best I could. And that ended up being 3rd place. So I was really happy with that. I was afraid I was going to be 9th or 10th there after that caution came out, and luckily only cycled back to 6th or 7th. So really, really fortunate to have a good finish out of what could have been a really, really bad break for me. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, your worst finish and start is 4th, and you kind of back that up here tonight with your finish here in 3rd. Just some stats that I decided to look up for you here. So, 3rd, not bad. Top 5 for GTM, bud. But hey, we go to Iowa next week before we, take a week off for Independence Day, bud. How do you feel about the big swimming pool of Iowa, as I call it?
Yeah, it's been good and it's been bad in the past. So we'll see which side of the coin it wants to be this time. Definitely one of the tracks that takes me the longest to get up to speed at. So we'll be putting in a lot of practice this week. I know we're going to have some fierce competition there like we do every week. So got to put in the work to be able to run up front, and hopefully we're able to do that.
All righty, buddy. Well, awesome job out here tonight. 3rd place. Thought, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate 3rd here this evening, bud?
Yeah, as always, thanking all the guys there at GTM. All our guys calling strategy again tonight. We had an excellent one. Caught a bad break there with that yellow, but we were in great shape before that. So can't thank those guys enough for being here week in and week out. Butt Kicker and D-Dub Button Boxes both coming on board with GTM this season. And then everybody at Northern Capital, Extreme Motorsports, all the admins and league people that put together this awesome league for us to be able to race in. It's a privilege, and it's been another great week of racing. It was an awesome race out there tonight, so can't thank them enough.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We're going to see you tomorrow night, or no?
I will not be there tomorrow night, unfortunately.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see you next week at Iowa, bud. And go celebrate 3rd here tonight.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you, buddy.
Yep. All right. Well, that is going to bring us here to our 2nd place finisher here tonight. And I have got to say, Pierce, awesome freaking job out there here tonight. You qualified when you wasn't supposed to. You took the EOL. And, man, you drove your heart out here tonight, bud. Talk about your race, your finish. Man, 2nd place. Awesome job, bud. Mike's yours.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. Don't really know what to say after tonight. Truck handled all right. It was just, I felt like I had speed. Obviously not as much as 2nd, but obviously that caution coming out when it did was really helpful. I know it hurt some of my teammates, so that's a shame. But just glad to finish so well.
Well, I know you had a spotter out there, and that would be Mr. Tech Hunter. Can I ask who is that, or do we need to keep that on the DL?
His name's Hunter. He's not in the league, so I don't think anyone else here would know him.
All right. Well, I got to give a big shout out to Mr. Tech Hunter out there because, I mean, he played that perfectly for you. Because, I mean, if you didn't have a spotter, a live spotter, I don't think you would be where you're at, to be honest. That was awesome. That was amazing. But let's talk about, going through the lap traffic. Let's talk about the green flag pit stops. And then, of course, that last caution there under green flag pit stops, man. Mike's yours again.
Yeah, lap traffic was honestly a little easier than it usually is, and I normally run ARCA, as I'm sure you know.
Oh, yeah.
So it was a little easier getting through lap traffic. A lot of people were complaining about it. I didn't have a ton of issues outside of maybe a few trucks. As you said, green flag pit stops, there was nothing super special there. It got a little tail happy trying to come off the banking, but it was tail happy everywhere, so it's not special. Of course, that last caution was just really good timing for me. If that had come out literally 3 or 4 seconds later, I would have been down pit road and probably back in like 20.
Oh, man. Well, Pierce, awesome job out here tonight. We do go to Iowa next week. Are we going to see you as a standby for next week? Or, what's your mindset for Iowa?
I don't know if I'm going to run trucks next week. I'm thinking of moving up to trucks next year, so that's why I was here tonight, just trying to get some experience in these things. I'm definitely going to be a standby for Las Vegas in, I think, 3 weeks. As far as next week, I'm not sure.
Las Vegas is going to be... That is going to be our final race of the regular season. So, I mean, that's the last race you can be a standby. So, you think you're good at Vegas?
I've only run there once in Extreme, but I finished second. So, that was a few seasons ago, though. So, I'm cautiously optimistic about that one.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, I got to say, with the way things happen here tonight, I would put you as the biggest mover there, qualifying in 4th, but then having to move back because you wasn't supposed to qualify, and then you worked your way all the way back up to 2nd. But awesome job, Pierce, as always. But hey, a top 5 for GTM, man. This was an amazing, amazing performance by GTM, bud. Final thought, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate 2nd here tonight.
Yeah, like you said, all the GTM guys did really well tonight, so I'd like to give a big shout out to all of them. They've definitely helped me improve a lot over the last season and a half now. Of course, big thanks to Butt Kicker, D-Dub Button Boxes, all the admins and drivers here at Extreme.
All righty, buddy. Well, go celebrate, and we will see you. If we don't see you next week, we'll definitely see you, of course, in the ARCA and hopefully Las Vegas here in 2 weeks. But
thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, that is going to bring us here to our winner, James Holzer, here tonight, winning it here. 2nd race on the season. But, James, before we get to your win again, let's talk about top 5 for GTM. You, Pierce, William, Kyle, and Allen. And William, of course, was trying to get up there, back up to you, bud. Talk about it. The great performance by GTM here tonight.
Yeah, it was an all-around fantastic team effort. Really strategized well together, knowing when to run hard and when to pit and all those things. And in that mid portion of the run, me and William were like, yeah, let's just ride. And the fuels can be kind of close, so maybe I can save behind you a little bit, and then you can switch, and you can save behind me a little bit. Just minding our time, and we got a gap out on from 4th place there with me, him, and Kyle. I believe was the top 3 at that moment. And, just being very conservative on pit road, like I'm not really good at doing normally. So didn't make any of those kind of mistakes this week, which was good. And, came down to the end there. It was unfortunate caution timing because I was actually going to come down the same lap Hartman did. And I said, there was a lap car in front of me. I said, no, I'm going to go one more. I'm going to go one more. And the caution come out as I was pulling into my box. So I was the leader still. So I was able to stay on the lead lap. There was only, I believe, 3 of us that were able to do so.
I think so. Yeah, 3. I think 3 to 5, something like that.
Yeah. So, I know I was 3rd, and the top 2 had not pit yet. So at that point, I knew that I was able to rejoin the lead, and those guys were all going to be waving around, starting on the bottom. And I knew that at that point, really, it was going to be up to the guys who were right up front, because just getting through the pack, even though it doesn't feel like you're pushing tire, just you are a little bit. And that's kind of what happened with Hartman there at the end, is he really couldn't close the gap to that to the front group of us 2 and close in. But yeah, the last couple laps just going through my head, I was just trying to have really wide arc into 1 and 2 so I could get a very good exit and carry as much speed as possible because there was no lifting in 3 and 4. So if you can get a good run out of 2, Texas is the longest 1.5 mile straightaway there is because you're not lifting at all. So it was really just trying to have good momentum out of there, not slide the tires, so that way I could keep that distance. Even if he had a little bit of draft, with my speed, it was going to be a lot tougher to pull. But his teammates know I wasn't really going to be super aggressive because I just needed a good points night. This is probably going to give me somewhere around the top 5 in points. So that was super nice. Wish we could have made it 2 in a row with last week being pretty promising, but we'll take what we can get. And it was a great rebound. A good team performance overall.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, looking at it here, your last win came May 11th. Of course, that would be at New Hampshire. It's kind of a little bit overdue, but hey, getting it here tonight and, of course, beating your own teammate, the guy that has won 66% of the races here. I mean, that's got to feel good.
I know that's really tough to do because he's a remarkable guy and a great teammate. Great teammate, and was just really tough to just with us 2 running up there, it was gonna be tough to call who was gonna get who because we were so even on speed, and we were just trying to really ride and was really gonna come down like maybe a last lap move or something like that. But like I said, I was completely fine to where I was at, and he just does a good job minimizing mistakes and being ready to capitalize at the end. So it's really tough to beat him week in and week out, and strategizing as a team. It was it's obviously even tougher to go against him strategy wise because what he's doing. Yep. And it makes it even tougher to beat him. So Texas is probably one of my best tracks this year. It's actually my 5th league racing win at Texas this year. So
awesome.
So glad I kind of circled this one on the calendar, so glad we could pull it off. And we got 2 more races to playoffs. Nothing comfortable yet, but I would like to get as many playoff points as possible to keep up with Hartman because I know he's got a crap load. So you're gonna need to try to capitalize, but we don't have to be too aggressive because we're not really in the danger zone as much as we were last week. So
oh yeah, definitely.
I'm just gonna try to continue momentum.
Well, winning it here tonight definitely going to give you that boost going forward. But we go to one of my favorite love-to-hate tracks. I call it the community swimming pool because if you fill it up, it looks like a swimming pool. That's going to be Iowa. Very fast speedway, but short track as well. It's got the feel of a short track, but it's a speedway. I mean, how do you feel about Iowa?
It's a pretty all right track for us. Not my favorite short track, but it is a pretty good set in the trucks, I will admit. It's a pretty good balance. It's a little on the tight side, but you could still either way make the bottom or the top work. With some different manipulation of, obviously how you get in the corner and stuff like that. But should be a very good race. Lots of lanes to pick with. I think, moving up, obviously, as the run goes on, is going to be more defensive. Track position is going to be huge because it's going to be harder and harder to pass at the bottom as the run goes on. So kind of got to get what you can get in the first couple laps and just ride and save. Because you really, if you push it, you're gonna lose more than you gain.
Oh yeah, definitely. Iowa. I mean, that could be a make it or break it race for sure.
Absolutely, and I have no clue where my cushion in points is, but I
I
know it wasn't much before. But I would venture to say it's probably a little more now. I'd probably say 25 to 30 if I had to guess. So that puts us in a lot more of a comfortable position. Just to try to get consistent top tens. Not in a must-win situation. We by far were not in the must-win situation this week either. But it was obviously really nice to capitalize that, and super cool opportunity to race with this great team performance. As we kind of already talked about, you know um, really good performance, and not often you get a top five with your whole team with guys like GTM. So shout out to them for giving me the opportunity to be in their chat, and kind of strategize and work with all them, and hopefully we can strategize and work together more in the future.
All righty, buddy. Well, any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, your victory here tonight, your second win on the season, bud? Mike's yours.
Yep, thank you so much. Thanks to you always for having a fantastic broadcast. I always enjoy going over and watching these races afterwards, and
Thank
I
you.
got friends and family to watch, and they always enjoy it too. I'm sure they enjoyed watching me grab a checkered flag tonight. But on a really good streak, personally, just throughout leagues and officials and everything. So riding the wave out. But yeah, I want to thank everyone over at in the admin team for doing a fantastic job of keeping this league together, over all these years, and keeping very strict rule base, and having a very good league. I always enjoy coming here on Tuesdays, and I know it's going to be a good show. Very deep pack. Anybody in that top 29, 30 can win. However many come every week. I got to thank GTM again. Great team performance, top five. And just want to thank everybody on the car, and we'll see you next week.
All righty, buddy. I don't think we're going to see you tomorrow night, right?
Probably not. I don't think, to my knowledge.
All right. Well,
unless if some avenue opens.
Well, it is Xfinity. You can stand by if you choose to do so. But that is, of course, up to you. But until then, man, awesome job out here tonight. Man, second win here this season. I guess if we don't see you tomorrow night, we'll see you next week, bud. At hour.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. All righty, folks. Well, man, James Holzer, he just done his thing here tonight. What an awesome job by James here. Well, let's get down here to the unofficial results, pending any, of course, admin stuff they have to do here tonight. But James Holzer grabbing the win here tonight. His second win on the season in the Northern Capital Truck Series. Awesome job by James. Pierce and Maffitt, what a comeback by Pierce in second. William Hartman there in third. Kyle Knapp Sr. fourth. And Alan Hilton grabbing that top five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for GTM. Douglas Newbigging, our pole sitter, coming back there in sixth. Michael Arch, seventh. Chaston Teets in eighth. Russell LePage in ninth. Ed Morris grabbing a top 10 here this evening. Bobby Tench in 11th. Cody McFadden, 12th. Curtis Vollmer, 13th. Ryan Swan, 14th. Justin Lemke, 15th. Nolan Neiman, 16th. Kevin Frank, 17th. Rick Christensen, 18th. Jeremy Rigney, 19th. And Tom Massey in 20th. Nicholas Holda, 21st. Chris Seidenfaden, 22nd. Dean Gagliano, 23rd. Jeremy Clifton, 24th. Wallace Boyce, 25th. Rob Griffin, 26th. Ruben Phelps, 27th. William Cogshell, 28th. And running it out here tonight is going to be Matt Alverson in 29th. But congratulations goes to our winner here tonight. Second win on the season. James Holzer here tonight in that number 8. But tomorrow night, folks, we're not done. with round number 8 here for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. We've got the RB Custom Rigs Xfinity Series tomorrow night, and we will be at Indianapolis. Oh man, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. You don't want to miss it. Right here with myself, Joshua Medlock, and Ryan Branshaw. Until then, thank you all. Stay safe and have a good night.